new episode for the Stellar Gateway podcast. Everything you need to know about grounding. And similar to last time, at first I will talk a bit about it, about channeled insights that came to me over the past couple of days, as well as some explanations, some Chinese medicine, the physics around it. Then the next part is like how to ground and dissolving all the false beliefs around it and giving you a greater insight on how multidimensional and expansive grounding can be. And the third part will be a practice that I channeled intuitively with some self-healing, really connecting to the earth, and some yoga and qigong and mixture. Thank you, Timber, and hello everyone. My intention with this is to really give you a greater understanding and more clarity about grounding, and that you can really connect with this inner part of you, because that is really what grounding is, really truly connect to and fully embody who we really are, and bringing this through in a physical vessel to really illuminate the world around us. And it's so crucial to talk about this, because especially in this society right now, or in this ascension agenda, the false ascension agenda is like, oh yeah, I want to ascend, we want to go up to 5D, and we're already there, and this and that, and we're swaying around here and there. But actually 5D is right here, right now, and we need to bring this through and put this into Mother Earth so we can fully blossom. Just like a seed needs to go in the earth before, and then we can fully blossom in who we really are. You have me here, my little notes where I look into. It's about, grounding is about becoming a pillar of light. And, especially empaths struggle with being so much swayed around by all the other energies, and like, oh, I feel this, I feel that, and it's not even mine. And grounding is really channeling through the power and light of love that you are, and illuminating that outwards. So, for example, a good practice, I already started with the practices that you can do instantly, is visualizing light coming into you, to your heart, and just pushing it out. Because energy can always flow one direction. So when you push energy out, you don't get swayed around with all the crappy energy that you don't want. So just pushing out energy helps you to stay grounded in your own energy. But grounding is also basically getting rid of everything that is not you. And hi Nima, and hi Love Like Guru, blessings to you too. Glad that you're here. Grounding is getting rid of what is not you. So this can mean detoxifying your body and getting rid of all the toxins that you really don't need. Like I had a fast that I did, a raw fast, and afterwards I detoxed a lot. I really, when I see in the mirror, I can see myself more clearly and who I really am. There's not much cloudiness in front of that. This is, for example, one process. Another process is getting rid of the trauma and the shadow work that we're all struggling with. It might be in past life trauma or ancestral trauma, because this is really in front of who we really are, and it's holding us back to fully shine our light, to fully be the embodiment of pure source consciousness. So diving deep into the unknown and clearing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Of course, it's a process, Just like going up is an expansion process, but as well as going down. And both, you don't need to go both ways, the yin and the yang, to fully become whole. Yeah, it's about balance as well, to be balanced within everything in your life. Nourishing the masculine, nourishing the feminine. Active, passive, light, dark, all that stuff. And within all of your whole being. So you're a mind, body, spirit complex. Grounding the body is just one process, Getting out in nature, for example, is the best thing. However, we totally often forget our mind and our emotions. And for example, our mind, likes to chat a lot and this and that and get distracted. But for example, a good way to ground the mind is to write a journal, for example, to just get the energy out, grounding it into physicality. But also in general, just interacting with physicality. Maybe sometimes more reading a book than tapping on the electric phone can also help ground. It's actually also a very good book if you want to read it. Sphinx. It's a channeled book from a high dimensional being, and yeah, when you read it, can really recommend it. Yeah, but another thing about balance. This is also like what I channeled, and maybe some of you are more into physics and can talk more about that. But balance and grounded is also about the 0 point energy. 0 point energy wave. That is basically a standing wave. And being in balance is like when all the waves are coming together and neutralizing. And being in that neutralized state, in that 0 point energy state, gets you access to your multidimensionality. And that's who you are. Yeah, if you want to go more into that, it's just a thought I plant in your mind. Yeah, it's the multidimensional unification that we are starting right now to experience when we wake up more and more and get rid of all the crap, which is also part of grounding, fully embody true essence and remember who we are. And the false matrix has planted so many false beliefs and constructs and this and that, and limiting beliefs in ourselves. And it's now our responsibility to become aware. Okay, I still have this trigger. Okay, there's like this belief I have. How can I change it? Just swiping clear, as I said before. But yeah, this is this part of it. However, there's also a slight difference between man and woman. When it comes to grounding, men are more likely to be grounded rather than females. Females are more up in their head, but also have a more stronger psychic connection. And for men, it's the other way around. They're more in the lower chakras. So this is generalization, of course. But for men and for women, we both aim and join in the heart. Because this is where the balance is. This is where we truly balanced in our mind, body, and spirit. And when we all opening up the channels and unify with that multidimensional infinite energy all around us, we fully experience of what it means to be ourselves, our true selves. And surrendering into that. But yeah, another thing, it comes again to physics a little bit. and about grounding the physical body. Because, so we're living in an electric universe. So it means everything is positively charged and negatively charged, and everything in between is like what makes everything up. So it's basically everything's energy. And so also a body is an energetic system, and has positively charged and negatively charged particles inside of us. When we are ungrounded, it means we have too many positively charged particles, so radicals, in our body. And this is like one of the main causes for any kind of illness, because it evokes inflammation within the body. And this is like the root cause of like so many different sicknesses. And to counterpart that, we come into nature, put our bare feet on the ground, or at best even a whole naked body, put it onto Mother Earth, because we're getting ionized, we're getting negatively charged particles into our system. And this is balancing us and literally healing us. There's a lot of physics around that you can look into. So literally going into nature and ionizing yourself is very healing and balancing in any kind of ways. There are even like special grounding mats you can get for ionizing yourself. I also got some of that like from my bed, and I find it really good. Yeah, this is, but this is all about balance, Again, we come to balance. However, now we dive more a bit into the how to ground. I already said a little bit before, because I like to mix it a bit up. I'm a multi-dimensional being. So yeah, as I said before, for example, detox is really good. Shadow work, and getting rid of anything that doesn't serve us a lot. However, yeah, it's also, coming home to that remembering of who we are. Taking a step back. We like to be dragged so much into this like struggles and drama, and the world is so sick and we need to do this and do that, or come back and you're like, it's not too bad, and just do the best of it. I come home to the knowing that everything is happening for my highest good. I come home to the knowing that I can fully trust in Mother Earth, trust in myself, trust my multidimensional wisdom. And that is also, when we go into nature, we actually also remember that infinity that we are. I have this like one video, if you know it, about nature's codes, light codes, because it helps us to remember who we are, this infinity, and helps us ground in so many different ways. Also, another one is how to get grounded, and which is also connected to nature, is stimulating all 5 senses of you. For example, nature is a beautiful way because you're on the ground, you feel in the grass, you hear the birds chirping, you smell the nice smells from the flowers and trees. You can even maybe eat the flower and taste it, Yeah, stimulating it. You can also use like nice smells. Smells can be grounding. Music, singing, Om, for example, because it gets you into that vibration of balance, of grounding, unification with nature. Yeah, it's also becoming aware of the sacredness of all things. Even when you're vacuum cleaning or doing human things, everything, you can find the sacredness in that. And actually enjoy and let go of any kind of limiting belief that you have. You know? So Timber got a question. Does positive ions charge is always happy feelings? So let me see. So it is in some way correlated to feelings, yes, because we feel the energy within us. Yeah. So ions are negatively charged. Normally, our body is more tending to be positively charged because we're also so much with computers and just away from the earth. You know, since the start of the rubber shoe, which literally disconnected us and our feet from the earth, like so many people right now are ungrounded. Like, you know, I got the message also that most people that are living in the Western world are ungrounded because they're in the whole day they're walking, you know, also on their shoes of the rubber, don't have the electric connection to the earth, going from an office to the house, and don't even have an interaction with nature and life and what it really means. So to get back to the questions, Timber, being on the earth and feeling these ions can also help calming your feelings, can help, you know, create balance within your electric system. For example, also eating more alkaline also helps internally to balance the system. But now that we also come to food, yeah, food itself, you know, it's grabbing something material from nature and eating it is, of course, grounding. However, you can make it extra grounding if you eat something that's grown in the earth. So like potato or carrots or radishes, because it already holds the energy of the earth within them. Yeah, so this is another one. Let me see. Yeah, also important. Establishing boundaries. Say if it's with your parents or with your friends or any kind of person, saying no, stepping back, because you want to be true to your authentic self. It's also important. Because when you know, you do something and you don't really resonate with it, but you feel like, oh, we should do it anyway because you might get this person upset. Nah, girl or boy or whatever. Come back to yourself and ask yourself. This is also important, you know, coming back and tuning in. This is also grounding practice. Just coming back, tuning in. Okay, how do I feel? What does my body need right now? And asking internally, feeling into that, asking these questions, help to understand yourself and get more into a relationship with yourself. Because this is, you know, coming home. You feel overly negatively charged. I'm just talking now about the electrical system from the body to the ground. If you mean with negatively charged that you don't feel well, this is, I think, a different kind of charging than what I was talking about with the physics stuff of it. But yeah, you can actually test it, you know, if you're ungrounded, if you grab like an electrometer and you have a lot of charge within yourself, and compare it like to the earth, and this the difference within your electrical system. Yeah, however, you know, grounding yourself, 5 senses, yes. With the food, yeah, it was potato, but also eating local. You know, I got this message like a lot of times when I was eating local, I just could feel the shift, because eating local and come something from your area actually really helps to really connect with the nature from this area that you're in, actually, because you're made of the same frequency, because you get the frequency of this area into you, you align with that, and you can perceive and feel more of this flow that's around you, especially at that area and this time. And it's very yummy and very healthy as well. Alright, cool, Timber. Let's see. Yeah, another thing that can also be very helpful with grounding is establishing kind of routine in your life. You know, even if it just starts with getting up at a certain time, is already very helpful for your body, or eating at a certain time. Because this, you know, already gets your body into the balanced motion that it wants to be in. A body, a mind, a spirit seeks balance in any kind of ways. Having a certain routine can help with that. Yeah, but you know, I can also mention things like meditation, or, you know, working out with the body. Of course, these are like the more common ways, but I tend to talk more of the things that are unknown, you know, and that's also my intention here, to gain more awareness of what there is. But of course, you know, working with the body, what we're doing right now today, is also very good, and there are many ways you can heal with Mother Earth as well. But you know, also utilizing the elements, not only Mother Earth, but utilizing water, or even the sun, or even the air. Getting in tune with these different consciousnesses. Yeah? And learning and interacting from them. Or even crystals. Or animals. Yeah. There's so many ways. Also, grounding mental, emotional, said before. It's also very important to think about that. Okay, how can I ground? Okay, how can I ground my body? Yeah, I work out or do this, whatever. Okay, but how can I ground my mind? How can I ground my emotions? Do I want to just talk with someone? I feel like this, I feel like that, I feel crappy today, you know? But it's good to get it out of your system and don't overload your system. It's a good way to ground, yeah. But, you know, use your own insights and intuition. Again, I'm also just planting seeds, so you can work with that. Final thought before we go to the exercise, and it's so crucial, is trust. Yeah, I mentioned before, but I really want to emphasize on trust. You know, because when we're ungrounded, what happens? We get into the mind, oh, is this good, is this bad, or I haven't done the right thing, I haven't done the right choice, No, I come back to my heart, and I trust that everything's alright. I trust that there's infinite abundance just waiting for me. I trust in who I am. I trust in my soul. I trust my love. I trust all experiences. I trust all the mirrors around me, guiding me back to who I am. with whatever comes. I surrender and trust that this is all happening for me. Yeah, so like mantras, any kind of mantras that you want to use, affirmations with trust, is really help to ground and realign to who you are. Reprogramming that bullshit we got programmed in since we were a child, you know? It's all a process again. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And I think we're most likely done with the talking part of it. But yeah, I think I talked about everything so far, so good. Yeah, talking is good, of course, but you know, just like with anything, as I said, coming back to balance in any kind of way, you know, also listening, you know, talking, but also listening is a good way. Hi, Mahesh. Nice to see you. You just tuned in perfectly for the practice that I have. So let me get this here, get the light so you can actually see me. 1 second. All right. Thank you. You're so sweet. The bleeding petals. I don't even know your real name. You need to tell me. Alright. Let's get this here. So nice. Very good. How to activate third, fourth, more spiral of DNA. I'm not entirely sure. It doesn't have to do with grounding, but let me tune in if there's something for that. So 1 second. Thank you, 34 more spiral of DNA. Integrating these massive high-dimensional, multi-dimensional frequency into yourself. Okay, yeah, this has to do with grounding. You know, especially right now, there's so many high-dimensional frequencies and geometric patterns, codes that are coming in right now. What we need to do is to become aware of them and get into our own intuition of how we want to work with them, because we're all different, you know. Also, our DNA is different, and you know, some have more Andromedan DNA or Syrian DNA or whatever, and these certain frequencies also want to connect with you. And you, just what you have to do is to align with that in any kind of way that is serving you especially. This, I also get the message this will happen anyway. For some, it will happen more rapidly than others. For, you know, the ones who are able to work with these energies that are coming in. And that just want to come in there, like, hey, can I come in? And can I come in? And you're just like, okay, come in. Oh, come in. Yeah. Let me work with that. Let's see what this is about. Yeah, but like also like what I talked about is a great way to help with that. You know, the grounding practice of grounding down these energies, seeding them into Mother Earth, because that's what we're here. Yeah, to use, we're here as a vessel to ground down these higher vibrational frequencies of heaven, of new earth, of our truth, of who we really are. We're so powerful light workers that are coming now at this time to Mother Earth to help her with that. Yeah. yeah, I hope that gave you a little bit more insight about this question. But now we're gonna go to the grounding practice, unless you have any kind of more questions. Yeah, if you have any questions, as you just saw, I'm just tapping in and see what comes through. I cannot 100% say this is the absolute truth, so say it however you want to take it, and maybe it's just a hint that wants to look into a certain direction, to see it or experience it for yourself. But yeah, I will now rotate the screen, so you maybe have to do it too, because otherwise you won't see me. But yeah, I will also get a new phone, and then maybe this with the camera with everything. So let's set this up, guys. Okay, let's see. Hello. It's also very cool tapestry right there. However, if you want to join me, just get ready and go any kind of way on your yoga mat or onto your carpet or somewhere where you want to sit down, because we're connecting with the earth today. Alright, thank you, Timber. Okay, so get yourself comfortable and we're gonna start the practice. So we're just gonna start with, healing with the earth. Also, getting a process of detoxification energetically. And then actually connecting with the infinity of the energy around us. Because that's also what Qigong is about, to align with that infinity. Because energy is abundant everywhere, within us, outside of us, from the earth, from the heavens. And working with that and utilizing it. So yeah. So we first start by laying down on your belly and just go fully onto the floor like that. And you might want to rest your head just like that, and you fully relax into that position. Any kind of way, maybe check yourself a little bit and you just feel. Another thing that you can do is crossing your legs. This creates a nice spirally energy within you. So this is a good way to ground your chakras, to really fully merge them with the earth. So you can visualize how all the energy blockages that are held within the chakras just fully merge with the earth and grounding it deep and deeper. All of your joints, all of your muscles are fully relaxed, and you just go deeper and deeper into Mother Earth. And you're growing energetically from each chakra roots into Mother Earth and expanding fractally into Mother Earth. And you breathe slowly into your belly. And just feeling it, the connection between Mother Earth and you. A very good way to do this is also do it on the actual ground, outside. And if you want to, you can also be fully naked. This will be like the optimum of this pose, of really connecting deeply with Mother Earth, grounding all of your energy. So you can also move the hands either on top of your head, where the soul star chakra is, or you can put your hands more further up, where your stellar gateway chakra is. And feeling these two chakras merging with the earth. And you just fully relax in that pose. And feel how the earth is serving you and holding you in any way and healing you on your multidimensional layers. And your breath is slow and deep. So slowly, you now come into a Sphinx Pose. And feel with your hands especially how you're grounding into Mother Earth. Your feet are now apart and the top of your feet are reaching to the earth. And you just also relax into that pose. Your neck is relaxed. However, your chin is tucked in, so you have a nice alignment. This is a very good stretch also for the stomach meridian, which is also connected to the grounding process. And you just feel. Also very good stretch for the back. And you feel how your energies are getting more and more grounded. In general, you can use your hands also in meditation. When you have your hands down, or also your feet down on the ground, it's actually already grounding you because your hand chakras and your hand energies are focused onto earth. I'm just breathing deeply into your lower dantian, your lower belly. And we come slowly out of that pose. If you feel like it, we can do a little child's pose here, just to do the counter stretch. And you can sway left and right. And just very intuitively aligning yourself with the earth, the energies of the earth. And when you sway from left to right, your whole upper body is fully relaxed. Your arms are relaxed, your shoulders, your back, your belly is relaxed. The only motion comes from your legs, and this is where the swaying comes from. But your upper body is fully relaxed into this. It's also a bit of a Kundalini practice here. So just awaken the spine and all the energy centers. And breathing deeply and calmly into that flow. Alright, slowly you come out of that pose and get into a downward dog. So get your hips up high, press your hands back, and come into a triangle position. And if your feet doesn't go to the ground completely, don't worry, just have them a bit bend. But this in general is also a very good grounding position because it has both feet and hands towards the ground. And now we're gonna activate our lower part of the spine in a spiral movement. So with our right knee, we go down to the left and then up. And then with the right knee and with the left knee, we go down to the right and back up and come into a flow. So like a spiraling flow of the lower part of ourselves. So with the left knee we go down to the right, to the left and up. The right knee we go down to the left, right and up. And you just naturally come into a spirally movement with the lower back and just relax into this. Just feel and see what is happening, observe the motions, and breathe deeply into your belly while you do this. You can try a bit around, go like bigger or smaller, or can even rock a bit forward and back. Just see how your body feels and wants to move right now. The fire gets a bit activated here. Then slowly get a bit slower, and come to a stillness. Then we're breathing in, bending our knees, and jump to the front, or you can also walk. And then we come into a squat position. So if you cannot do this, find any kind of position that is comfortable for you, and you put all of your hands and feet on the ground. So it can look like that, or it can look like that. Ideally, if you are able to, come into a squat position like that. And if your feet doesn't touch the ground fully, don't worry about it. But most important thing, it needs to be comfortable for you. Because in this position, or in this, or whatever, we're gonna do now a little self-healing. This is how I always do it, like in this kind of way. And yeah, this is kind of like my type of feeling, to like introduce you a little bit into that. And I use Mother Earth often for my healing process. So you're here or anywhere on the floor, and relax a little bit. And we now do a healing on ourselves. And this can look any way that you feel is right for you. In a way that you maybe target an area that's maybe a bit painful for you, or where it needs some healing, or you can also do it on your heart, or you can heal a chakra. Like for example, I do it on my neck. I have like very stiff neck and trouble with my throat. So what I do first, I like get my bare hands onto like the area and feel a bit, or you can also tap it to awaken the energy over there. And then what I do, I slowly trace it down the arm or the leg, into the hands and into Mother Earth. And I also use the breathing for that. So I breathe in, go to the area, I activate it in any kind of way that feels right for me. I'm breathing in through the nose, and with my out breath through the mouth, I guide the energy down and push it into Mother Earth. And thank Mother Earth for receiving and transmuting that energy. So you can do it your own kind of way. You can also do it with your hip. If you have hip pain, you can sway or tap a bit like that, and breathing into the nose and out through the mouth, and guide the energy down and let the earth receive and transmute. So you're going to do this a little bit, however you want it. You can also, maybe if you have belly problems, do a little like that. Breathing in, and guide the energy down your legs into Mother Earth. We are in a Taurus field, and how we can guide the energy is either up or down. And this is, right now we're doing it with the earth. So we're guiding the energy down into the earth. What can also happen when you do this is you yawn. It's also a sign of releasing the energy. You can also start to burp. It's also a sign of healing. So whatever you feel, you can also on a certain area create a spiral, breathing in, and then guiding it down. You can also guide it down through your base chakra. It's also possible. But you know, go with your own intuition and listen to your body feelings, what your body needs right now. If it wants to, get a bit of tapping, maybe on the neck or on the head, and then you feel, oh, you have so much stress, you just massage maybe a little bit the temples, breathing in, and guide the energy down with your breath into Mother Earth, and let her transmute all this, what doesn't serve you anymore, what is in between you and your true self. But now, if you've done this now a couple of times with whatever area feels nice, feels good for you, I always need to burp a little bit when I do this, or to yawn. But you can really also, like on your own when you do this, make a long time of it and really feel into it and what energy wants to be guided or self-healed. When you're doing this kind of energy work, it creates a energetic space within you where healing can happen more rapidly. So working with energy can be very crucial for any kind of pain or sickness that you're experiencing within your body. And just very simply guiding the energy down is already getting the message to your body, to your energy, that it wants to be transmuted and to be back into flow. But this is also now what we're gonna do. So you can do this like on the floor, standing, or you can also like sit down on a chair, whatever feels good or comfortable for you. I can also really recommend to do this entirely naked and to really feel our parts of your body. For example, also self-massaging is very grounding. But now what we're gonna do, we're gonna stimulate the energy meridians and, really touch and feel every part of our body. And we're, going in the flow of the meridians. So it's also a detoxification process. So we're gonna start with our temples and our face and feeling our face. You can make like circles on your face and then going to your head and then down the neck, on the back. It's also possible just when you do this to start yawning. You can stroke your neck and feel every part of your neck. Then you go to your heart and you can make circles in your heart. And the breath is also just very deep and slow into your lower dantian, into your lower part of the belly. So now we're going to do the left arm or right arm, whatever you want. We guide the energy in the front, and then we guide the energy from the back up to our shoulder. And the same on the other side. We guide the energy of the inside to our fingers, and from the back side back up to our neck. When we come to the back side, we can rub it on our kidneys and going to the sides of it. And then on the outside, we're going to guide it down on the outside of our foot and going down to Mother Earth. And then guide from the inside from our foot, in the inside of our legs, and up and back in the dantian. And now we've traced all the meridians and gathered some chi. And we just stimulate a bit the internal organs by making a big circle around it. And just feeling into that energy within us, the infinite abundance of the energy, the 5 elements, the synchronicity of all things. And you can make the circle a bit smaller and store the energy into your lower part, into your bit lower than your belly button, and focus on this area. Now you just breathe, make a dantian breath into the lower abdomen. Just breathing in a slow, relaxed, controlled way with awareness is also very grounding in any kind of moment of your day, because this gets you aware of your body and of the moment, the present moment right now. So utilizing a breath as a nice grounding practice, I can also very much recommend. So now that we did a bit of detoxifying work, we're now going to do a bit of energizing work. And this you can also choose. You can either sit on a chair, or stay on your grounding mat, or you can even do it standing. Go with whatever feels right for you. I can show it in the sitting part. And this is also, of course, good if you have your feet on the ground, any kind of ways. And using our hands and facing it to the ground. And just holding, the hands in a relaxed position like that. When it's standing, you can see it quite. You will have a shoulder width stand and go slightly into the knees. Your spine is completely straight, and you have your arms like that. They're just very relaxed, but focused onto the earth. Same when sitting, you can just do this, but have a awareness of the spine that is straight. Tuck your chin in, pelvis is tucked in as well, and just feel first the energy of the earth, the abundant energy that's all around us. And now, I automatically now start to do it. You can get into the flow of the earth energy. So you start with like small circles, but you still very relaxed, and you just feel this earthly energy. This pose is also very good for the stomach and spleen meridian, which are both of the earth element. When you're standing, you go into flow like this, or sitting, you can go into flow like this. And you just, be very relaxed and slowly get into this flow of this abundant earth energy. And you can, go it and make it more bigger or smaller. But now I invite you to visualize how every cell of your body opens up to the multidimensional portal that it is. Literally, every pore of your body is a multidimensional portal. And you can easily open that to receive the abundant energy that's all around us and within us. So while you're doing this, visualize yourself opening up all these millions and millions of portals, tiny portals that's within your physical, energetically, and spiritual body. And to really get in tune with the flow of creation. To the flow of the earth energies. To the easiness, to the trust. Feeling the trust that Mother Earth always has us, cares for us in any kind of way. Coming home to the knowing and aligning with who we really are. And breathing deeply into that knowing, into that truth, and receiving the abundant energies. And knowing that we can always, always commune with nature, always commune with Mother Earth, always come home to that state. And now, in any kind of position that you are, I invite you to feel for yourself how you want to move. So it can be like that maybe, or it can be like more on your ground, on your feet, just any kind of way that you want to move with your hands down, and get into, you know, your own kind of energy flow and how your being wants to redirect, wants to use the earthly energies. Maybe you can shower yourself with this abundance of earth energies. You can redirect the earth energies to who you want to be, who you want to align with, to gather the earth chi into your confidence, into the trust, into your solar plexus. What do you want to do with that earth chi all around you, all within you? And you just breathe deeply through the nose, you breathe in, through the mouth, you breathe out. And getting in tune with what's there. What are you feeling? What are you experiencing? Can you feel this energy that you're creating, that is always there, that you're aligning with and coming home with? Okay, slowly come back to stillness and focus the energy onto your lower dantian. So you can grab your hands like that and focus it into the center here. And it's also the center of grounding, and focusing there, especially with the deep breathing, can really help ground. And now, wherever you are, ground, standing, or floor, you can also do this practice of centering your energy, of creating balance within you. So you're here, and now one of your arms goes up and down the center line. So with the in-breath, you breathe in, and with the out-breath, you center the energy in your pillar of light. Breathing in, getting all the chi, breathing out and centering. This is a really good practice too when it gets too overwhelmed for you, and where you think your energy are dissipated in all kinds of directions. It's a beautiful exercise. And centering your energy down. Feels really good, doesn't it? Alright. Now for the last part. You can sit or stand in any kind of way that you want. Feel free. And now I invite you to also do your own kind of alignment. So we're using the energy for our realignment and for the invitation of a certain frequency that we want to commune with. And we do that in two ways, with, you know, the body and our voice, and using, you know, as I said before, using a sound for feeling grounded. With our hands, you can either do a grounding hand, you know, putting the hands down onto your knees, or like that, or whatever you feel like. Or you can do a certain mudra to align with a certain geometry that you want to invite with. So, you know, it can be any kind of mudra. I'm just showing a few. Maybe you are aligning with any kind of that way. You can also do it here. A good way, for example, for balancing the yin and yang is doing a circle like that and communing them together like that. So just find your own position of hands that you want to use. Also do this or this, you know. Choose intuitively your own frequency. And now we're gonna chant. So we first start with 3 ohms, and then we get into our own flow of frequency that we feel is our own truth. So I'm also not the best in chanting ohms, so I still also need to do this more. So yeah, so don't worry if you're not good. I'm also not that good, but you know, it's just about utilizing the vibrations that we create within to really shake ourselves up from the inside and realign our organs and tissues with who we are, who we want to express, because it's our soul's expression when we do something creative like singing. And this is who we are when we come home to that. Alright, set your position. And we're gonna start. So we can take a deep breath in. With the out breath we start. And last one. So now that we're woken up our vocal cords, feel free to do any kind of sound that you want to express. So just don't force the sound like ah, just like fully relax and breathe out the sound that your soul wants to sound right now. You can also align with my singing kind of, if you feel like that. Oh, feel the vibrations that you're creating within. Now slowly come to stillness and just become aware of how your body feels, how the vibrations are implemented within each cell of your body. The new codes, the new frequencies you just programmed in are illuminating them from all sides of creation. Breathe slow and deep into yourself. And feel your spine, your center, your flow, your own soul. Feel the power that's rising within this tree that you just created. Rising of the seed that you just planted. And I trust in knowing that these divine frequencies are now completely activated and integrated within your being. Yeah. When you're ready, you can slowly get up and just feel how you feel. So, guys, that was the practice. And I also feel guided to channel a bit now. Also, because also felt like some of you were like connecting to like galactic frequencies, and this transmission is having to elevate that state. It's happening. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, this is helping the integration process of the frequencies that you were just channeling. Alright. So just relax into it. Interesting channel that came through. I didn't expect it. Yeah. Great. I'm really happy you enjoyed it, Gemini Healer and Jasmine. Yes, I will re-upload this later, Timber. And Karen, also cool that you enjoyed it. Yeah, and Mahesh, I don't, so you know about the mudras, like I have literally no external knowledge about mudras. I just, channel so much, and my hands just naturally get in certain positions, and I just, intuitively use that. And the same way you can do it. You don't have to have all the knowledge about what does this mudra mean, what does that mudra mean, and you just feel into it and like, okay, this kind of feels nice. Let's meditate on that. Okay, what do I feel? And it's that easy. But yeah, I will also like talk more about mudras and about grounding and about how to balance in a new course that I want to release, my first online course. I'm right now working on that, and these live streams and with the exercise you just get a glimpse of how this course might be, because this will be like one full course on love, like really nice exercises channeled and intuitively, and really activate the inner healer and the inner master that you are. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm just tuning into all these parts of myself and channeling it through. And this is also my intention with the course, to help you activate, to tune into the frequencies that you exactly need. This is also like what I did with the practice today, inviting you to tune in, ground, tune in, come back and feel exactly what you need, because we're all individuals, we're all so different, and we want to express that in any kind of way. Yeah, but yeah, we slowly get to the end of this live stream here. Yeah, I'm sorry, I get so used to calling you Timber because that's your name here, but Matthew, I know this is your name. Hi Michael, nice to see you. You just joined at the end here. Yeah, we just did a nice practice here. However, I'll also upload this later to Instagram and to YouTube, so you can rewatch it. Of the practice itself, I make a practice video for that. The course will be probably around 69. I've thought about 69 because I love 69 because it's it's like a, oh my god, like a yin and yang, the 6 and 9, wait, like that. I love the yin and yang of the 69. Or maybe I do 69, but for first comers I will make a special deal and make a bit off, like 10% off or something when you join me early for that. I plan on releasing it in summer. There's still a lot to do, but I am so excited to share just what I want to share, because it helped me so much and some people around me, and this is just so multi-dimensional activating. Like so many stuff that I do and channel, and I just want to share because I know it can help so many people. I'm so happy you enjoyed it, Gemini Healer. Yeah, next week there will be another live stream. I will probably make it Sunday. Again, I feel like Sunday is just a better day to do it, and I'm also like a bit on travels in the week. And the next week it will be about light language. Ooh, light language, yeah, everything you need to know about light language, and maybe channel some yourself with some practice. I'm not quite sure still what I do with the practice, but it will include light language and maybe some also qigong movements to help stimulate that flow, that you go into when you channel light language. But yeah, if you have like any questions about light language, you can also ask me before, and I see if I can answer them, or just tune in when I go live. But yeah, get excited for next week's live stream about light language. And yeah, always when I have the intention. Okay, I want to do this. My spirit guides are already okay. Let's give you this and this and this. Or like, you know, for this grounding live stream now, I also got like some challenges to really help me understand more what grounding means. And you know, it's not, you know, only for you, it's also really helpful for me actually to do these kind of live streams, because I personally also just get so many insights and greater understanding of who I am and about what this really means. And I just really am very grateful to share this with others, and so many can benefit from it. So yeah, this is the end here. If you have any questions, last chance here, but I really thank you so much. You also sweet guys that you joined and did this little practice with me. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I wish you a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I love you guys, and spend some time to love yourself too. Alright. I see you next week, my love. See you.